The air was sterile, with a hint of citrus lemon lingering, and the sound of babies crying echoed through the halls. Mothers separated into their own cubicles, given a sense of privacy with their families, and I vaguely remember a nurse giving me a strawberry-flavoured lollipop, even though I can't remember behaving too well. The last time I was in a maternity ward, I must have been 4 years old. Now, 20 years later, my experience on the subject hasn't changed. Nothing can prepare you for any of the departments in the Kiwoko Hospital. The NICU ward was no exception. The air was humid, but for the low hum of breathing equipment, accompanied by the buzz and the beep of heart rate monitors, you wouldn't have been able to guess there were 10 newborn babies lying in the room ahead. We were greeted by a rather stern-looking lady called Sister Christine, who instructed us to remove our shoes before entering, and replace them with what I can only be described as closed-toe sandals, maybe something I'd expect my dad to wear on the beach, with socks. Afzal, playing one of the ugly sisters in the Cinderella fairy tale, was unable to slip his feet into a pair of shoes given to him, and similar to the story, managed to uncomfortably squash his toes into the plastic slipper for the duration of the tour. Slowly walking through the ward, I glanced over at one of the cots. UV lights lying there motionless, and attached to more pipes and cables than a modern day computer, was a set of 2 babies, possibly twins. I couldn't believe my eyes. The first child we were introduced easily could fit into the palm of my hand, and weighed not much more than a kilo. His fingers were the size of jelly beans, with nails like grains of rice. Dr. James explained how the respiratory equipment worked, inflating their lungs and helping the babies breathe so they could spend more energy on the other vital functions. The babies began to stir, shortly followed by a cry. This disturbed the neighbouring child, who also let out a healthy wear. I felt a sense of relief to hear so much sound coming from both these babies. We were told the rate for survival for premature babies weighing less than a kilo outside the hospital was next to none. In the hospital, roughly 50% survive, depending on the size, as if the toss of a coin could be equal to that a chance of life. In the far corner of the room sat 2 mothers, each holding their babies, strapped to their bare chest. This practice is called the KMC, Kangaroo Mother Care. Sister Christine reeled off a list of advantages of using KMC. It's these simple solutions that are proving key, including less stress for the mother and the baby, better brain development, heart rate stabilisation, better sleep, less depressed mothers, the list goes on. As well as writing notes for this blog, I'd also been given the task of taking the photos. I gestured to the women if they would mind if I took a picture of each of them. They all approved, and I took a shot of each mum, showing them the results in the camera display. One mum in particular was keen on me taking photos with her and her baby. Just as I was about to leave, the same mum gestured to my bag. She wanted it, so I gave it to her. Adara had provided us with some rather nice Ugandan shoulder bags, with stationery, a few essentials inside. Knowing this mother would have far more value than I would, despite the sentimental value, I emptied the bag, leaving her sweets, pens, hand gel. Next was the maternity ward. Dr. Isaac listed off the equipment has been helped purchase. CTGs, a freezer to store the drugs, and an ultrasound scan device were among the few tools. A nurse appeared from behind the curtains asking for Dr. Isaac's help. We had been hearing some rather peculiar noises. Dr. Isaac returned after 10 minutes, later with a calm face, just in time to finish the tour. Turns out, he had casually delivered a baby while he was away, and we knew none the better. Together with maternity ward staff, he helps deliver 3,000 plus babies a year. I'm going to wrap up this blog now, as it's getting rather late, and I have a Kiwoko chase tomorrow in a bunny costume. The staff go beyond the call of duty and an inspiration. The success they share is a testament to the hard work and dedication.